welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my buddy Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how's it going, man?
Chilling, man. Can't really complain. Enjoying this weather.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain here tonight and cool off, not be as humid, so that'll be nice for tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the low 70s.
Well, that sounds like it'll be pleasant.
Yeah, I'm tired of this crazy ass fucking humidity in the beginning of October.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree with that. I can't say I disagree with that at all.
I guess that's why I'm glad I don't live down south where when I went there it was like a fucking 120 in August.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm not very interested in that kind of weather.
Well, my personal favorite thing to that is it's dry heat.
Yeah, I could tolerate dry heat a hell of a lot more than I can tolerate our heat, though.
Yes. Well, I just always thought that was funny because I'm like 120 is still a fucking 120.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a lot, but yeah. But the plus side is everywhere has air conditioning.
Yeah, dude, I never thought I would be cold. And my buddy that I stayed with down when I went there, he keeps his central air on in his apartment at 60 degrees when he goes to bed.
Yeah, that's fucking cold, bro.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I'll be fine." And I was covered up shivering
Yeah, that don't sound right.
No, and I usually love the cold.
Yeah, that's just a lot of power going into that in order to keep a house that cool.
Yeah, especially in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's nuts. Nobody's house needs to be that cool.
All right, before we get rolling tonight, don't forget to check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagrams, all at ASC Pods. You can check out all our previous episodes on B Plus Player Radio. Find them on Twitter at B Plus Radio. And don't forget to check out our sponsors. Visit them on Twitter at Too Sweet Magazine. That's the best way you could check them out. I agree. Lance said the same thing. Air conditioning at night is a waste of money.
Yeah, I agree for the most part. It depends on how well your house retains heat and cold anyway. But I definitely keep it on in the bedroom. But to have a whole central air on all night, I don't know how worth it that is.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but it has to be cold for me to sleep. Not cold per se, but you know what I mean?
No, I'm weird. I don't like being over hot, super hot, but I also don't want to be cold. I'm almost always sleeping with the blanket, no matter the weather.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I want it to where I need a blanket.
Oh no, but I'll also use the blanket when it's very warm out. I'm weird.
Yeah, you are weird. All right, so here's some news for people if they haven't heard. I don't even know if you heard this. Charlie, is it Caruso is how you say her last name?
Yeah.
She just signed with ESPN.
Oh, that's good for her.
Apparently, she's... hold on, I'll put up exactly what she's doing. She's going to stay with WWE from what I read. So it's nothing super full time, you know what I mean?
Hey, it's opportunity, man.
It said she will be handling Sports Center updates on ESPN and hosting the Sports Center show on Snapchat.
There you go. That's a start. I mean, it's
any little thing you can get, to get your foot in the door.
Fuck yeah, bro. How do we get in on that?
Yeah, sign me up. Oh, Dean is saying that Impact Wrestling is live in the UK.
When?
I'm guessing he means now. He said I found it on a small channel called the UK Fight Network.
Um, they're not taping though now. I know this because I talk to Fala and Kevin all the time.
I'm assuming he means it's live. It must be live in the UK. Well, live for them.
But how live in what way? You just mean on TV?
That's what I'm assuming.
Because unless they have like some kind of a tour, but I'm pretty sure everything that's on now has been taped when they were in Mexico.
Yeah, because they've taped up for a while, haven't they?
I think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure. For all I know, they're up in Canada now.
Yeah.
But this is the normal time that they air it in America, though.
Yeah, what he's basically saying is he found it over in the UK.
Oh, good. Oh, good. So you get it a little bit earlier then, because I don't know when they normally get it, if they ever get it.
Yeah, that's basically what he was trying to say is he found it where he can watch it now.
That's good then.
Yeah, man, because they're really doing some good things over there.
Yeah, no, I mean, they're definitely going somewhere.
Like the video I sent you of Fala and Kevin.
Yeah. Oops, sorry. Did I pull up the headset? Is it still there?
No, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, some of their stuff is good. Some of their stuff that they're kind of doing, like Lucha Underground, I don't like. Like with the hyper stylized vignettes and stuff outside, like where fucking Conan supposedly ran over. I mean, where what's his name? King. Eddie Kingston supposedly they had to drive by and they hit some kid. It was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. The OGs versus the new guys.
Yeah, I'm not nuts about that storyline.
But I think it's terrible.
But I'm happy that they're getting featured.
Yeah.
Like the new LAX guys.
Oh yeah, the EYFBO guys. Yeah, I like them.
Because I would, it's part of this is just because I know Kevin so long, but I'm kind of fucking mad that they don't have him doing more. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the thing with him and Fala is gonna lead to bigger things. I think now.
I hope so, but
because like they've really kind of, not to cut you off, caught like fire in a bottle, so to speak.
You see, I mean, without giving things away, like the guy who really helped him get the job isn't there anymore. One of his, somebody else is.
I know.
Some things could work, but I don't know. I just like to see. That's one of my buddies. I'd like to see him featured more.
At least be on a pay-per-view, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I want to see my buddy be on a pay-per-view.
And then you can like screenshot it and send it to him. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. No, that'd be cool though. But so, are you ready for Super Showdown?
I sure am. How long is it supposed to be? Like 4 hours?
Possibly.
Because there's 10 matches.
It's probably gonna be more than. You know what? There actually may be pre-shows, which means 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, fuck that. Lance, that would mean you'd have to be awake at 1 in the morning. Because he's 3 hours behind us.
Yeah.
It might actually be...
That's so funny.
It might actually be doable for Dean, because it'd be like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning for him.
Yeah.
Like it's I told so funny, you off air, my son was so angry because he's not coming back till Sunday. He's like, I wanted to get up live and watch Super Showdown. I was like, why wouldn't you want to sleep in on a Saturday? He's like, no, I want to get up early and watch.
Yeah. No, I'll probably just be up at that time. I mean, it's like I don't
Yeah,
have like an alarm plan, but I
yeah,
don't
I
ever
have
get up.
weird sleep patterns where I could probably be up too.
Like I would bet a considerable amount of money that I will naturally wake up within the first half hour of it being on, if not before.
And then fall asleep watching it.
I did that with Wrestle Kingdom, yes.
Yeah.
But that's also because I didn't go to sleep. I stayed
Yeah.
up all night and I smoked mucho pot, so.
Oh, I just realized what Lance was trying to say. It's 5 hours.
Oh, it is 5 hours. Okay, like 5 hour energy.
Yeah, you're gonna need one of those.
Fuck.
The other news that kind of happened this week was Neville jumping back into the indie pro wrestling scene.
Yeah, he returned to Dragon Gate and joined heel faction. I think it's called Red.
That's interesting because isn't that where he got a lot of his name from?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he absolutely made his name big there. Now there's some talk because I don't know. You probably didn't see it because I happened to catch it by accident. But they put out New Japan put out a a vignette with Naito, and he's teasing a new member of Los Ingobernables de Japón to debut. I think it's tomorrow.
And what do you know what that translates to? Just for curiosity's sake.
Yeah, like the Ungovernables, and it was originally a stable in Mexico.
Okay.
And when he spent time there, like de Japón means of Japan. So it's the Japanese extension of a Mexican stable that I don't even know if it still exists anymore.
So it was in like AAA or one of those?
Yeah, wherever he made his name when he went on, what the hell do they call it? Not Voyage. But yeah, when they go get experience overseas.
Yeah.
So that's where he really made his name from, and where he came back with this, this gimmick now. But it's like a lot of guys went out for excursion. That's what it's called. No, is it? I don't know. But the most famous one of a failed one was what the hell is his name? Okada, because he spent time as Samoa Joe's lackey
in TNA.
Yeah.
And to this day, it's soured that relationship so bad that they don't want to work with him.
Yeah, no, Impact had no idea. But then again, I don't think they had a realistic idea that he would grow up to be possibly like the greatest wrestler of his generation. Like in Japan. Like as far as like the most over. So
but the irony is they helped him come up with the Rainmaker gimmick.
More or less, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Because I'm pretty sure he used it there. But not what it is now, but... And you just reminded me of something. Cody Rhodes recently won the IWGP the United States Championship.
Okay.
Were you aware of that?
Vaguely. Like, I remember hearing, but it was after. Like, I didn't know that this was coming up, so.
Yeah, I didn't know he won it either until, like, I saw a photo of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't know whether or not he had won the title or he fought for the title, but yeah, if you're confirming that he won the title, then yeah, wow.
Yeah, he beat Juice Robinson for the title.
Well, I really think that a guy like Cody can do more for that belt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's cool he's got that belt now and he's got the NWA World title.
and he's doing very well for himself at this point.
Oh yeah, that's right, Lance. He ripped into Juice Robinson. Because I don't know if you saw a promo Juice Robinson did. He called himself the new American Dream.
Oh boy.
And Cody had a field day with that one. Basically to the point where Juice Robinson apologized.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because Lance was like, his promo on the guy was great. He called himself the American Dream. And he reminded me because after Cody did this promo, he put it out. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I wasn't comparing myself to Dusty Rhodes because he's the American Dream. He's just like, I was more or less saying I'm living the American Dream or some bullshit like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He said, Lance said that promo he cut was real.
I got to go back and hear that. I didn't hear all that.
Yeah, you could tell he was, as they say, shooting.
Yeah,
But
I definitely have to go down.
Yeah,
go back and watch that.
I just don't understand why in the hell you would say something like that.
I don't know. I don't think he was trying to be disrespectful.
No, I know he wasn't, but it's just like, I think it was after he did it, he's like, oh man, I fucked up.
I mean, Dusty probably had a good hand in his career.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that there's nothing but respect there.
Right. It was probably one of those things where you're in like character / promo mode and then you say it and then you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I don't know. But I don't think he meant any disrespect. But yeah, I got to go back and watch that.
Did you see I forget what it's called. Somebody sent it to me earlier. It's a WWE like program they put together of Braun Strowman, and it's like it's like with his parents, and it shows him like growing up like to now basically.
My son or daughter is a WWE superstar.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name of it. Thank you.
Yeah, because I saw the one last week with Kevin Owens, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, it was really, really good. This one's really good too.
I like this. I like when WWE does this and kind of just like, this is who we're talking about, the performer. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. It was cool because apparently Braun Strowman's dad is like this really like good / like Hall of Fame softball
player. Yeah, like slow pitch. Yeah. Yeah, I actually randomly knew that too.
Yeah, it was just weird because that's like I didn't know that was a thing.
Neither did I.
And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just didn't know that there was like what you would consider like a slow pitch softball league for men.
Yeah, and his father was like some huge legend. Yeah, I watched the whole thing on his dad. I was like, wow, Braun Strowman is dead. Like, this is so crazy.
He looked just like him too.
Yeah, they look very similar to each other.
When he was younger, he reminds me of the guy from the Revenge of the Nerds movie. The name's escaping me. It'll come to me eventually. But no, it was really fun. I like that show that they do.
What show? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree fully. I think it's a really well put together show. I like that side of people. I think it's good that they're using people you wouldn't expect them to use, like KO and, Braun Strowman.
The other one I like is I don't know what it's called, but they'll show like the person's road to WWE.
Hmm.
Like the one they did with Luke Harper, where they showed him when he like wrestled on all the different indies and how he got the call to WWE. And they did one with him, with Ruby Riott, and a couple others I'm forgetting.
And this is on the network?
No, it's on like their Facebook.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of them. It might be on their YouTube too. They're really good.
Yeah, I gotta look into that then.
I'll have to find it and send it to you.
Yes, please do.
You know, the one thing that I guess I would say I was shocked about this week was seeing Shawn Michaels like cut all his hair off.
Bald as fuck, yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I mean, even when his hair cut short, he still had that bald spot. So, but yeah, that's part of our childhood. It's just gone.
Yeah, I was like, and I don't want to sound like an anti WWE person, but like I was just like, my God, it's almost sad in a way that it was like Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels were all in like the last segment of the show.
Yeah, apparently, like this was another really bad week.
Yeah, the rating dropped even further.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was lower than last week, but it was like the first 2 hours actually did pretty well. It was the third hour that was by far the lowest.
And usually that's what happens, the third hour craters. But I don't know, I guess it's just when I see those four guys, I'm like, I don't really need to ever see them wrestle again.
No, I agree.
Especially Kane, now that he's going to be a mayor, or is a mayor.
But, yeah. No, I agree.
Oh, which reminds me, when I speak of Taker, I know you didn't watch all of it, but...
I did. I went back and watched it.
Did you? What'd you think? There's a video out of Undertaker as himself, which he very rarely ever does interviews as himself. It's like half an hour or a little more, and
Yeah.
he talks about some very interesting stuff. It's just the guy that does the interview with him is very off-putting.
He keeps interrupting like overzealous Mark.
Yeah, I can agree with that because like the facial expressions and stuff he does.
That and the fact that he just cuts Taker right off constantly. Like, just constantly cuts him off mid-sentence.
I thought the interview itself, like what Taker was talking about, was like really cool to actually hear what he thinks about things and like stuff that happened with him. That part itself was cool. You know what I mean? Because you very rarely, if ever, see him have interviews like that.
No, you're completely right.
Like if like our listeners haven't seen it, definitely go back and watch it. There's a cool story he tells about Andre.
Yeah.
Which I never even knew they had interaction.
Well, yeah, he just basically said that Andre wanted him to have a match with him one day. That was basically... Unless you heard something I didn't hear.
No.
Okay, yeah. He had some Mark Henry stories. With Mark Henry carrying the car to move it out of the way.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that's scary how strong he is.
Yeah, that's God-given.
Yeah, the other thing that I really liked that he said, and I 100% agree with him on, is like people should leave him alone when he's with his family.
Yes.
Like,
I agree with that.
There's
100%.
like there's nothing more that I hate is people that have like poor etiquette when it comes to doing things like that.
No, I'm the exact same way.
Cause what was I gonna say? I'll barely sometimes go up to wrestlers at indie shows and talk to them. I'm very, I guess I would say like shy, like until like I get to know people to just come and have a conversation with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just weird like that.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of shy there too.
But no, yeah, I'm the like take the other fans that annoy me too is the ones Taker was talking about, where like they'll stand behind and take like 50 million
Yes.
pictures.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I see him when like I would travel. Cause when I went to Dallas, I would take early morning flights. Like my flight would be like 6 or 6:30, and you'd see them like hanging in the airport waiting for like either wrestlers or celebrities or sport athletes to come and like sign shit. And I'm like, go get a fucking job, man.
I'm jealous. I wish I could do that for a living.
If
I'm
that,
kidding. I'm kidding. I think those people are the bane of the fucking earth.
yeah. I'm sure you see it a lot in New York City.
Nope. Not really. Then again, I don't go to the airport very often, so.
Well, there's one person I'm specifically thinking of, but I'm not gonna name him.
No idea.
I'll tell you off air, and you'll know exactly who I mean. And you're gonna go, that fucking guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't go near where celebrities go just to avoid people. Like I hate going to the city. I to me none of that matters. Like I can't get far enough away from it. Just because I hate crowds and I hate like star fuckers, marks.
Not so much the second part you said, but I'm not like claustrophobic, but I've gotten to where I don't like big groups of people.
That's understandable.
Not that they just make me feel uncomfortable.
I'm completely the same
Yeah,
way.
not that I'm gonna have like a panic attack or anything, but it just makes me like nervous.
Exactly. Yeah. No. I mean, I'm not gonna have a huge panic attack, but if I could avoid being around lots of people, I'm gonna avoid being around lots of people. I prefer
agree.
smaller groups.
Have you noticed, bro, that since they've announced the Super Showdown, which is Saturday, and then they announced what's it called, Crown Jewel,
Yeah.
that nobody's talking about the women's show?
Well, I think they want to get past this first show first, and then they're trying to. What else have they really set up for Crown Jewel other than
The main event.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's not like they're talking about it all the time.
I'm gonna look. See, like,
I mean, because they've been talking about Evolution for a while, and they're having 3 shows come up in a very short period of time. So
yeah, that's the only match they've announced.
yeah, so I don't feel like I don't think they've talked much about it.
Here's a question. I was curious because when I heard Crown Jewel, I instantly thought of Chase Owens from New Japan.
Oh yeah, but Crown Jewel is something like you think of if you think about like
Somebody
like
in the UK, like in the UK.
Well, Saudi Arabia has a crown prince.
Well, yeah, that too. And then I said, well, why didn't they get in a bunch of shit for that? And then I realized it's WWE Crown Jewel.
But what do you mean?
Because I thought maybe Chase Owens owned that copyright for the name Crown Jewel. Because isn't that his nickname?
Yeah, that's just a wrestling nickname. Like, I'm pretty sure Johnny Gargano doesn't own Johnny Wrestling.
No.
Anybody can legally use it, so. I mean, Chase Owens is a basically a nobody in that's just beginning to get bigger. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think
Yeah,
if
no,
he.
I understand what you're saying. I was just curious about it. And you just reminded me of something actually. Because we didn't talk about this last week. Are you familiar with the name Punishment Martinez that was in Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
Apparently, he's signing with WWE.
Apparently he signed already, and that's why he dropped the title.
Did he sign already?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure because he dropped a title to I forget whom.
What do
It's
you
on.
think of him?
I think we're friends on Facebook.
Yeah,
No, I mean he seems like a pretty cool dude. I got no issue with him. Uh,
I mean, like I've seen
he
him
works
wrestle.
a big man style. Not
Yeah,
typically my thing, but he's not boring. But no,
I'm curious to see how he's going to make out.
I mean they finally debuted Gunner, and he's been with NXT for a while under the name Chad Lale.
Yeah, wasn't he with him for like at least 6 months?
I'm pretty sure he's with them upwards of 2 or 3 years.
Let me see. Cause I know he was with them a while. He signed in May of 2017.
Chad Lale?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, 2017. Okay, so about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember it when they gave him, when the name came up, and apparently that's like his real name.
That's in, that's interesting.
I'm pretty sure.
Because they usually don't do that.
I could be wrong, but because I haven't looked it up in a while, but I thought his last name was Lale.
Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Because I just glanced at it. I didn't look at his real name. Yeah, you're right. Chad Lale.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he gets to wrestle under his real name.
Yeah. I was going to say, WWE usually doesn't do that.
No.
Because they want to usually give somebody something that they could copyright and own, basically.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you a picture of him. Hey, look at this.
Is this what he looks like now, what you're sending me?
No, this is what he did look like. Like, I don't remember him ever looking like that.
Let me see. Hang on a second, people. Yeah, he looks like a. Holy crap! Yeah,
He was much younger. That was before most of the tattoos.
yeah. I never remember him looking like that.
Fucking Gunner and Murphy. Remember that?
Yeah,
But he looks so much better now. Like, he looks more grizzled now. Yeah, now they're what the fuck are they called?
what him?
Yeah.
Oh, the tag. He's in a tag team. You're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. He wrestles now under Jackson Riker.
Thanks a lot, Wikipedia.
That was Wikipedia correcting me. Jackson Riker, and they just debuted him, Wesley Blake, and Steve Cutler. Wesley Blake being Buddy Murphy's old tag team partner.
Yeah, and they're called the Forgotten Sons.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
yeah, they debuted the other night. The last NXT that was on.
Okay.
So I was happy to see that. But yeah, that Gunner picture is from 2007. Like, how crazy is that? Like, when he had no tattoos. That's 4 years before he ended up on NXT jacked as fuck.
That's what life. See what life did to him.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Jackson Riker is his name now.
Man, that's crazy. I'm not, like I said, I'm curious to see because Punishment Martinez reminds me a lot, at least size wise, of Donovan Dijak.
Who does?
Isn't him and Dijak the same size? Punishment Martinez?
Oh, possibly.
Because I know Dijak's huge.
Punishment Martinez.
He's
Wow,
6'7".
yeah, 6'7". That's a big boy.
Yeah, and he holds it well. He's only 250.
That's a big boy. 6'7".
Yeah, well, that's probably why they signed him because he's 6'7". You know, Vince loves his big guys.
Yeah, and he definitely doesn't look like he moves around like
A 6'7" guy.
yeah, no.
I saw him when he was world champion at the Monster Factory. Probably about 2 years ago. Or at least almost 2 years ago. But
Yeah, that's nuts.
and but their product just isn't for me, and nothing against them. It's very blah for me.
Monster Factory?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but aren't they like all very young?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, Meanie is one of their trainers.
Yeah, well.
I know. I think Abyss actually came from there because he wrestles there quite regularly.
Oh, I just looked up. Dijak's 6'9",
Holy shit!
and he's 270. Yeah, there's a big difference, I feel, between 6'7" and 6'9".
Yeah.
And the thing is, you know what? If he ever got into the ring with Big Cass, they'd be the same height.
Yeah, because he's 6'9".
And this guy just like flips and shit. You saw the match
Yeah.
with him and Keith Lee,
Yeah.
or at least the highlights. That was incredible.
Did you watch the match I sent you of him and Josh Briggs, who's another big dude that can do crazy shit?
Possibly. I don't want to say yes, but if you
I'll have
sent
to
it to
send
me,
it to you
I
again.
probably should have. I mean,
I've watched him. He's only a couple years in, and he's super talented. You'll be seeing him in the big time soon.
Well, that's good then.
Nice guy too.
But yeah. So, what's the card like for this weekend?
Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up, and we can go through it if you like.
All right.
All right. I'm just gonna go straight down the list. We have Becky Lynch defending the SmackDown Women's title against Charlotte Flair.
I think Becky's going to be over, and I hope they let her win.
Yeah. Because you just reminded me of something that I read earlier that apparently they're really happy with her.
As champ?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because the article I read said they're happy with her because they kind of like gave her the chance at the brass ring and she took it and ran with it.
Well, that's really good then because she deserves it. I like her like this.
Yeah, I don't want to compare her to Stone Cold, but it's like that where she's like the anti-hero.
Yeah, I know what you're saying 100% because, you know, she's being bad and people are cheering. But I don't think it's as organic. Like, people just want to cheer for her, whereas Austin, when they wanted you to boo him, they'd boo the shit out of him. It's like she's not playing a tweener right now.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Like, it's just that people are refusing to boo for her. It doesn't matter what she's doing.
Yeah. But I agree with you. Becky retains.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Next we have, this is a weird one. Asuka and Naomi going against the Iconics.
I have a feeling they are doing this because they are going to announce at Evolution, a women's tag division, and I believe that these random pairings now are a prelude to that.
Yeah, like a precursor.
Yeah, I think it's going to be just to introduce people to these possible combinations, so it looks less just thrown together.
I personally want to see Billy Kay and Peyton Royce win.
So do I, especially since they're in Australia.
Yeah. Real quick, you mentioned women's tag titles. I also read that they were going to have cruiserweight tag titles, from what I
Oh
heard,
no,
and they
that
got rid of
that
them
got yeah, that got scrapped around WrestleMania.
because, like, I get the show was doing so poorly.
Yeah, I know they're not doing that, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have the New Day defending their SmackDown tag titles against the Bar.
I think it's the New Day. I think for the most part, it's going to be baby faces going over.
Yeah, I kind of see the New Day winning unless they want to do something shocking to get people to watch on demand once the show's over. But I don't see it here.
Yeah, no.
All right. Next, we have Cedric Alexander defending his cruiserweight title against Buddy Murphy.
I think Buddy Murphy takes it.
That'd be kind of cool to see Buddy Murphy win.
Because Cedric's had the belt since WrestleMania. Never really defends it. And they've been actually had a storyline for Buddy Murphy having to cut weight to get to that size, which I'll tell you, there's no way he's 205 pounds.
No way.
But,
I don't think Cedric is either.
Yeah, I don't know how real any of that shit is, but yeah, I'm gonna pick Buddy Murphy. I think there's potential there.
I'll go with Cedric just because if they're going to do it, maybe they'll do it on a different show. I don't see it here.
Oh, I don't think they care enough about the belt to do it anywhere else, and I think in Australia, where Buddy Murphy is from, that may be the perfect time to give them, to change a belt that nobody cares about.
Well, that makes sense.
Other than that, like, I don't think any other big titles are being switched, but I don't think that title means anything to them.
Right.
And, like, here, let's give the fans something that'll make them happy. It doesn't matter how heel he is. He's Australian.
No, I got you. All right, next we have the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey going one-on-one with the Riot Squad.
Baby faces again.
I actually think the Riot Squad's going to win this one.
Do you?
I think something's going to happen that's going to... If they're going to do the rumored match with Rousey at Evolution, I think this is where you're going to get the seed planted.
It's very possible.
But that's just a total, guess. Lance wants to know what's the over or under on botches by Brie Bella.
Oh, you're guaranteed, bro. It's like 500.
I'll say 3.
I don't know, man. 1.
Yeah, you're playing it safe.
They may not let her into the match for very long.
That's very true, yeah. All right, let's see here. Daniel Bryan going one-on-one with The Miz, and whoever wins this is the number 1 contender for the WWE title.
I don't know. Maybe they do the payoff here for Daniel Bryan.
I've been kind of thinking about that too, because I don't know how they would drag it out another 6 months.
Easily have The Miz beat AJ Styles for the title.
No, yeah. I think that would be really fun to do. I've been having my doubts about it now.
Oh, I think that would be the best thing. Like, have Miz cheat again, beat AJ Styles, and keep trying to deny Daniel Bryan the match, and he finally wins the title back at Mania from Miz.
Yeah, that would be a great story.
Yeah, and I think that they did most of the work over these last 7 years by it happening naturally. But
Yeah, organically.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's going to be a great match.
I'll agree. I'll go with the Miz just because I like that whole story. If they go that route, being told. All right.
Yeah, I think that would be the perfect way to go.
Yeah. Next, we have Bobby Lashley and John Cena versus Elias and Kevin Owens.
The baby faces.
Yeah, that's especially Cena being back.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't put it past him to come there and job out. Like,
speaking of which, have you seen what he looks like lately?
Yeah, he looks like a different person because he's dropped all that muscle and he's going just to lean. Yeah, he's beginning to look human again.
And I read something yesterday that he's like going to be in, I guess, living in China for the next like 3 months.
Yeah, I know he's there now, and he like made a whole video in like Mandarin talking to people about how much he loved this particular brand of hot pepper sauce. It's actually very interesting, and because I asked a friend of mine, how well does he speak? And he goes, I don't speak Mandarin that well, but he's like, from what I understand, he speaks it very well.
That's impressive then.
Yeah, that genuinely is impressive. It doesn't sound like he's not just reading, like he's speaking from memory.
That's awesome then. But no, I agree. I think him and Lashley win.
Yeah, I just don't see any reason why they would have Elias and KO win.
Yeah. All right, next we have Triple H going against The Undertaker.
I don't know. I think somehow this sets up Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker.
Yeah, maybe Shawn costs Taker the match.
Yeah, that's possible.
Or is that too easy?
I don't think it's going to be clean.
Yeah, honestly, I know they're trying to put like heavy hitters on there, but I have no desire to watch this match.
No, I mean, like, no. I mean, and the sad thing is, it's not even because of Hunter. It's because Undertaker can't really go as much anymore. Because Triple H can still go.
When he wants to, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Part of me, like, if this is really, like, the last match, it depends on what Undertaker showed up. Because this past WrestleMania, Undertaker wasn't terrible. Year before that was awful.
The one with Roman, yeah.
Wait, who did he fight this year?
Cena.
Yeah, that wasn't an awful match for what it was.
No, he looked good.
So, I mean, like, if that Undertaker shows up and it's kept to... Look, if it's a half-hour match, then no, fuck that. But if it's kept to maybe half hour with entrances and everything, hey, that's for the live crowd who may never have gotten to see that live.
That's true. See, I guess we forget from being in the States and everything, because we've seen them so much that they, that crowd maybe have never ever seen them live.
Yeah, think about guys like Brandon Ryan. Like, he's been waiting for this for a long time for a big fucking show.
Life.
Yeah. For a huge fucking show like this, I mean, yeah, they go on international tours and they have house shows, but this is like their own pay-per-view. Like, that's so much bigger than going to a house show.
Yeah, it's basically like when the UK used to have their UK only pay-per-views.
Yeah, and this is like 70,000 people. I think it's a huge arena.
It's like, their WrestleMania.
Exactly. That you took the words right out of my mouth. This is going to basically be like their WrestleMania. I mean, it's Saudi Arabia. It's just paying for a bunch of them, so they're going to have a bunch of them. But for a lot of people, they may never have seen this, like a Undertaker entrance or a Triple H entrance or a Kane entrance. So, I can understand that. Plus, I don't think a lot of this is going to be very canon, meaning like I don't think a lot of the storyline is going to continue going forward. I don't think it's going to apply kind of like Braun Strowman winning the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, no, I understand. All right, next we have the Shield going up against Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre.
I'd like to think there's one switch, and I'm saying it's either Drew or it's Dean.
And I'm more inclined to think it's Drew.
Because of what I was telling you the other day about that segment?
Yes. And because WWE's really teasing the stuff with Dean, and when they do stuff like that, it usually never happens.
No, or it's something like, I could see maybe like double turn, but I think that would be stupid.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just the way that they had him. Did you go back actually watch that segment?
Yeah.
That I had told you about? Yeah, so you saw what I mean, right? It just looked like his mind was preoccupied, which never would have happened unless he was being told to look preoccupied.
Totally. I completely agree.
Yeah, because I was like, are they actually giving some force, because
Foreshadowing, yeah.
They haven't done that in so long with any kind of foreshadowing. They just pull these triggers on all these things, and there's nothing for you to go back and be like, like they were telling me the whole time.
No,
so,
I agree with you.
So, I hope so.
That being said, the Shield wins.
Yeah. No, you know what? Yeah. No. I don't know. Because if Ambrose turns, the Shield don't win.
That's fair. All right, and last but certainly not least, AJ Styles defending the WWE title in a no count-out, no DQ match against Samoa Joe.
Huh. Could Joe actually win the title?
I hope that I'm kind of leaning that way.
I don't know. I would like that, but with as crazy as they've had him lately, he's going to have to lose. You know what I mean? Like for storyline reasons, like he went to AJ Styles' house. Like you can't have a guy like that win the feud. I mean, I would love it, but I see AJ walking away. But I want Joe to come home as champion.
Yeah. See, I don't know how to feel because I could see Joe winning. I get what you're saying, but and this isn't a knock on AJ Styles, but his title run has just kind of been like,
Unremarkable.
Nothing's really stood out.
Yeah, unremarkable.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree with you more. It's not a bad championship run, but
no, it's just very, I guess you would say, flat.
Yeah, I mean he had a long drawn out, overdone feud with Nakamura.
Like way overdone.
Yeah, instead of just letting these fucking guys do what they do best. Turn Nakamura into the dick puncher.
Oh, man. You notice he's not even on the card?
Yeah, it's a shame. He wasn't on the last pay-per-view either.
Yeah, I'm just like, the U.S. title is not even on the show.
Nope.
That just irks me.
Because, the Bella Twins need a match.
Yeah. Oh, man, if that isn't true to life.
Well, before we start going, are you going to be watching the UFC tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this fight. This has the potential to be really, really, really good. Khabib and Conor. Um, I know I sent you the video a while back of Khabib wrestling the bear when he was a kid. How fucking crazy is that?
Isn't it?
I mean, it's like when you're that age and you don't have fear of a bear, you don't ever learn fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what could he possibly be afraid of that a human can do?
He looks like a killer almost.
He's a fucking killer. He's gonna kill Conor McGregor. I hope he just wears Conor McGregor down for the entire 25 minutes and just fucking just makes him like exhausted beyond words. It just beats the fuck out of him the entire time.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I think he has a pretty good chance of doing that. If he doesn't walk into one of Conor's fists,
I think Connor bit off more than he could chew.
yeah, so do I.
That's just, my personal opinion on it. I think he's in big, big trouble.
I think so too. I genuinely think so. The
All
Connor
right.
is gonna get very hurt.
Yeah. Now, before we get out of here tonight, other than that, what are your plans for the weekend?
Just chilling, and I'm going apple picking this weekend.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My wife and friends. Sorry. My wife and friends.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, do something that I don't get to do too often here.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that's not really a city thing.
Well, a lot of people will go drive into Jersey and will go drive, because remember, I'm not in the city anymore. I'm actually north of the city. So you very quickly, we get into more
You're in the burbs?
residential. No, not quite the burbs yet, but it's a lot more accessible from where I am now than than in the heart of the city. It's a much shorter commute now. It depends on where we're going. If we go up north, then yeah, we're a lot closer. It could be 45 minutes, a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, which really is not bad commute or travel time in New York City for anywhere.
No, considering it took me, an extra hour and a half or so to get to your wedding.
Yeah.
And that was in Queens, right?
Yeah, and that was right at the start of Queens. Yes, you didn't even have to travel far into Queens for that.
Yeah, no, it was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm doing IWA Mid-South tomorrow night. They're coming to Jersey, so that should be interesting in itself. Saturday, it looks like me and Lance are doing a rewind, as of right now, I might be doing something else. Not 100% sure yet. And then the rest of the weekend, just relaxing.
Oh, sounds good. I'm about to eat
dinner and go to bed.
I try to make Sunday my chill day.
Yeah. Saturday, I know I'm going to be up watching the wrestling, and then I'm going to be up late watching the UFC. So I'm going to try to sleep during the day and enjoy Sunday. But then again, it's not like I do anything Monday anyway, so days are irrelevant for me.
I hear you.
So, but all right.
Yeah, on that note, we're going to get out of here for tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll see you back next week. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.